Hello, I'm Daryl Virginia Dennis, and I have recently published, and I'm the author of Quantum Living, Moving at the Speed of Life. Where that book originated in the first place had to do with Nikola Tesla's quote of if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. And pondering that idea, I realized that our thoughts and how we feel are frequencies that we're emitting into the world. And based on law of attraction, which is energy, how it interacts with itself is in a likeness attracts manner. If we're sending out low vibe frequencies of anger, resentment, judgment, blame, victim, all of that, guess what's happening based on how energy interacts is we're attracting more of that to our life. And so the reason we're doing that is only because we don't know the difference between the high state and the low state. So when we're in low states, look outside your window. All of our windows can see a lot of reasons to be in a low state and judge what's going on as terrible and horrible and how we're probably not going to make it and all that stuff that people do and talk about. Those are all lower states that are actually going to bring the end to fruition. And we don't need to go down that path. So how do we shift from a low state to a higher state? One way is to look at everything that's happening is happening for a reason. The part that I know for sure now after writing this book is every single one of us born in this world at this period of time is here for a specific reason, to see to it that we usher in higher states of consciousness, a more loving humanity is why we're here. So how do we do that is to find ways to get out of the low state. One of the fastest ways is I would turn on 80s music because I know all the words to all the songs and sing along, because singing will change a low state to a high state. So anything it takes to do that. Another one is I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose. My birth at this time is no accident. So if I'm here for a purpose, whatever's happening at this time is for me to be prepared for the future. So I'm learning something. So if I look at every situation as what can I learn from this, not what's wrong with it. And a very quick one, you want to change powerfully, a very quick story. I worked with as a coach for a client who had a huge falling out with his son, was actually going to file a restraining order against him and sue and all of that from the acrimonious exchange they had. When we were coaching, I asked him to think about remembering a time like when Scott was born. And what was that like? And he went, oh, when he was born, I held him on my chest and rocked in the chair in the hospital room for 6 hours. It was the best feeling ever. I said, okay, your homework from here forward. Every morning you wake up, every night you go to sleep, remember that vision. By the fourth morning, his son called him, apologized, and took him out for his birthday and paid for it. It happens that fast. These higher states change outcomes and circumstances. That's why this book was written, is to show people how to do that, because it's not complicated. It's actually just a decision to stay in a happy state.